My name is Bob Hartwig, and welcome to Movie Machines. We started this place in 2015 to provide a new way of doing things in the picture car world. We're starting small, but we're starting strong. The biggest new project is building the HELLCHARGERs for Ghost Rider. This year, at Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they've decided to bring back Ghost Rider, which is a Marvel character. In the past, Ghost Rider rode a motorcycle, Nicolas Cage in the movies that came out. But there's a new cartoonist who drew the series with his favorite car, which was the 1969 Dodge Charger. I have an affinity for Chargers. I did the Dukes of Hazzard Auto Trader commercial. We used our car that I have from the TV series. When they decided they were going to bring out a Charger, they knew I had my Fast and Furious Charger, and they wanted that look because the artist was influenced by his favorite movies, which are the Fast and Furious series. Obviously, we can't do it exactly like that car. I showed them different examples of how the car can be built, really low slung, jacked up, the new, the old look, Charger can be anything. And they tended to want that same look of what the comic artist drew, which was Fast and Furious. I said, well, okay, we can do this, but let's modify it.
Chargers are hard to find. Between Fast and Furious and Dukes of Hazzard, they wrecked a lot of them.
The stunt car, we put a small block in because we didn't want that thing to be bonsai all over the world and get destroyed. They're too hard to get because of wonderful shows like Fast and Furious and Dennis McCarthy scarfing all the Chargers throughout the West Coast. There's not a lot out there. Needed a trunk floor, the dash was bad, interior was bad. The other car was a real 69, except the motor is not correct for that car. It's a 400 that somebody put in. And we did a lot of stuff in the rear end too because it's jacked up. We put these things called assassin bars. They're adjustable, multi-link, and they look cool. So we put those underneath with red coilovers. It just has a high performance feel and look to it. One of the biggest problems was we only had 3 weeks to build both cars. So you're dancing around a lot of scheduling issues to get all the rest of the stuff done in time. Interior, the drivetrain, performance mods. It takes a lot of coordination when the majority of the time the car is in paint. They were uneven, so we got to balance out the... Whenever you're creating a fake blower to give the impression that you have a car with 1,000 horsepower, whatever it is, there's ways to fake that and make it look right. One is you can make a frame underneath into the engine bay that ties it to the frame so that if you have to work on the carburetor, which is sitting under that blower housing, you release the lever, the whole thing flips up, and boom, you can work on the carburetor. The problem is that the motor doesn't then shake the blower like a real one will. A Mad Max replica I had was made with a 1-inch square tubing on the manifold itself, on the intake, so it shook. I was like, well, let's replicate that. So when they pipe in the sound, you have the butterflies flap and the motor shaking. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it looks like it has 1,000 horsepower. With high-performance cars, you see them shifting. In an automatic, you know, you're not going to shift. But if you use a ratchet shifter, you can still select first, second, third, and slam it in each gear. So to make that action look cool, we bought carbon fiber switches. So you have fuel, ignition, auxiliary, and then we also put the cutouts in the line lock. We made it so you could open the exhaust wide open. With a car that looks like it has 1,000 horsepower, it should sound like it has 1,000 horsepower. That's an interesting question for the comic guy. You know, did you have permission to do this? Did you hate motorcycles and you want to go the other way? But there's been different iterations of the Ghost Rider character. So his vehicle and mode of transportation, whether it's a horse, a motorcycle, or a car, can always change because he's given the authority by the previous one to carry on as the Ghost Rider is the way I read it. So switching to a car to me makes sense. The great thing about it is I'm a Charger guy. Being able to now build these for Ghost Rider as a HELLCHARGER, I'm happy about it because I was passionate about it. When you're passionate about something, you put that little extra effort. I mean, we made these things like show cars. There's a whole team and slew of people that help you bring it together. Adam is our chief fabricator and mechanic. He goes on set with the cars every week when they're shooting. We had Felipe, who was very instrumental in putting together the modifications that made the car look and feel fast. John and Nick, who helped out with all of the facets of building, and they're jacks of all trade. And then it's just a matter of how much abuse the production's going to put on it and what we have to adjust and fix after that. With all movie and TV cars, you know, there's always the fans that are going to associate the vehicle with why they like that show. The cars become the stars. Can the HELLCHARGER do that for a Ghost Rider? Well, time will tell, and the fan base watching the show will see. Will they make a movie out of it? Sure, we hope. Will we have to come up with 20 more Chargers? They're getting harder to find. Now we need them to make the 69 Charger body so that we can keep going with these films.
What's up, YouTube and Marvel fans? I hope you enjoyed the video about the HELLCHARGER. I was really lucky to be able to actually shoot it while they were building it. And at any moment, if you want to show your support, just click that subscribe pillow in the back seat. As always, like, share, subscribe, and be sure to leave a comment because Bob Hartwig, who built the HELLCHARGER, is really looking forward to looking at your comments about whether or not you like the HELLCHARGER, whether it's a blatant ripoff of Dom's Charger, and what you think of the whole blower setup, which you guys love to rip on during the Dom's Fast and Furious episode. So, I'm watching the comments, and so is he, so just let it roll. If you're interested in Chargers, which we are here at theAFICIONAUTO, you can click here, here, and here. These are Dodge Charger videos, and coming up is the video where Frank and I drive this Charger from the Defiance TV show across the country to Wasteland Weekend in the desert. So anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and show me your love. All right, see you guys.
Rendering, rendering, rendering. It's always rendering. It never ends rendering. It's always rendering. I don't know how much more I can take of this. Rendering, rendering, rendering.
I'll just let it roll so that you can click that subscribe button. Click the subscribe button. Click it. Click it. Just this little thing. Just click it. Oh, shit. It is not a good idea to vlog in Los Angeles while you're driving. Just a little click. It's so easy. It's so easy to click. It's just mouse. And then when this symbol shows up, like more like this, you do So easy. Oh, subscribe. Subscribe. YouTube.